Welcome to the third episode of The Doc Is In. My name is Dr. Sawyer Bork, Doctorate Pending, and this is a show where I get to ramble on about things I like. For this odd episode, I'm going to nag on you a little bit. Did you do that thing you were supposed to do? Well, did you? Come on. You should do it. This is the perfect time, alright? This is going to be X amount of minutes long, and you can sit down and start doing it. And if you do start doing it and get very enthralled in doing it, and you need to not listen to me anymore, pause the video, click off the tab, I don't care, alright? But do the thing you're going to do today. This is your motivation. I want to say thank you to everyone who sent in their song suggestions, or songs that they liked, last episode, which was May. It's been quite some time. I'll give you a little download on what happened in my life since then, and why I haven't posted anything for a while until, like, last week. But thank you to everyone who did that. I had notes taken on literally every single song that was sent in on my laptop, and then my laptop broke, and so I don't have access to that anymore. But I did listen to them, and I remember enjoying just about every single one of them. So once again, thank you. So it's been a few months. My last video, or specifically the last The Doc Is In, was May. Since that point, since I released it, I sat down and recorded a third episode, or at least I think I did. Or at least I was planning to, but I stopped. There's a motivation aspect to me editing, and the moment that I feel required to do something, I don't. I lose interest. It's just the way I am. Furthermore, that's why I've been recently posting videos, because I saw, specifically last week, I saw a tweet about people editing combat scenes in movies to be funny, essentially. Like, there was one where it was from The Matrix, there's a throat chop scene, and they edited that into basically every single possibility where Neo would punch Agent Smith near the face or throat, and they would edit that scene in. That had me rolling with laughter, and so I tried it myself. I tried it with Kung Fu Panda 2. I did the Skadoosh video. That one is doing better than I thought it would. I was expecting 30 views. It's at like 340 right now, which is pretty great. But looking back, I could have edited that one a little better, but I'm at a point where it's not that I don't care, but it's that now that I can look back and realize that it's bad, or not bad, but it could be better, I can only improve from there. Then I went on to before that I made a short where a harmonica, this cat is playing a harmonica to the sound of a very intense harmonica song. That was really fun. That one took me like 4 hours to edit. It was really late at night, and I really wanted to get it done. So apologies to my Duchess for that. That was pretty unfortunate. She was like, yo, come to bed. I was like, but this video, I want to get it done. The whole video was supposed to be like 2 minutes long. It's only like 40 seconds long, because I realized how incredibly difficult it is to play a full harmonic scale with 4 frames of a cat playing harmonica. So I only did about 45 seconds. It's a funny video. It's real cute. I suggest you go back and watch it. Then the other video I did was the Kung Fu Panda 1 edit. That was yesterday, or as of recording this, that was yesterday. That was a lot of fun because I didn't have anything really in mind. I just was like, what can I make funny in this? And there are a few things in there that are just not funny, but it was an edit. It was a try. I tried, and I'm happy I did. Like at the very beginning, a tree hits the enemy, and he's supposed to just go flying back onto a roof, but I wanted to make it seem like he got flung back into kind of the temple, but it didn't really work, but that's fine. I think my favorite parts from that is one that next to nobody probably noticed, but there's a scene where Po, the dragon scroll, is in the mouth of a dragon, like a statue, like this gargoyle essentially, and he imagines it to be a cookie so that way he can climb easier up to get it. That's the whole point. That was a whole arc of the movie, was food was his motivation. I simply edited it. I took the clip of the scroll glowing bright yellow, and right before it transformed into a cookie, I just took that clip, reversed it, and so it glows yellow and stops glowing, but I kept the sound normal, and so it sounded like it was, or it looked like it just glowed. And I find that hilarious. As I said, nobody really caught that, or at least nobody has told me that they caught it. But it's one of those small things that you don't really catch. Once again, that's why it's my favorite part. Well, from the last The Doc is In, I realized that I was moving in a few months. In a month, essentially. A month and change, we'll say that. And I started devoting all of my free time to hanging out with people, even more so than I had listed in the last one. The last one I said it was like I only had a few open days. I was trying to do something nearly every single day, trying to get in as much time with people as possible, and I did. I successfully did that. Once we moved to my the new place of which I currently reside, I realized that I had tons of open time. Literal tons of open time. And I spent that time hanging out with friends online, trying to, because for a time we didn't have a place. We were staying in a hotel and at my grandmother's house. We were houseless. And so we finally got a place and moved in, got settled, and here we are. I'm still looking for a job. It's been a few months, and I actually have D&D tonight, so that'll be super fun. I still hang out with my friends as much as possible online. Not nearly as much as I want to, but, motivation. Not really motivation, but I'm at a lull right now, kind of a low point, trying to find a job. And that's what it is. It is what it is. No bummers on this podcast, so I'm moving on. But I've started to do videos recently again, got a new D&D group coming up. Not coming up, but I'm currently going through a new story through a group, and that's always super fun. It's more combat focused, which is not something I'm used to, but we're using like online battle maps and a website called Owlbear Rodeo. So it's been a blast doing that thus far. I'm excited to see where it goes. Or I know where it goes, but I'm excited to see how they react to where it goes, to say the least. I don't like doing life catch-up videos because most of you either know me personally or don't know me personally, and frankly, it's none of your business. In the lightest way possible, it's none of your business. So I'm going to move on from that and talk about today's topic, which is the exciting new time for virtual reality games. Specifically, 2 games that have either come out recently or are about to come out. The first one being that of Rumble, that is on Steam. You can pick it up for $20, I think. But that one, you play as an earthbender fighting other earthbenders, which are also other players. It's a fantastically fun game. You have to get like specific points down, like your hands have to go in specific positions to quote unquote cast your earthbending spell, or move, I should say. The problem with that is it's very specific. So if you're off just by a little bit, then you miss, or you don't create the move. My right shoulder was completely shot after my first day of playing because it's a lot of right arm movement. It's still a little bit sore when I reach over to my left side, but I'm excited to get back into it. I haven't played since the first day because of my shoulder, so we'll be hopping back into that soon. If you like earthbending and you got $20 to spare and a way to play through Steam VR, I highly suggest it. It's a blast. Next up, the other game that I'm really excited for is Bone Labs. For those who don't know, Bone Labs is created by Stress Level Zero. About 3 years ago, it's 2 years, 9 months ago, they released a game named Boneworks. That was revolutionary when it comes to VR. It had full body tracking, but rather it had full body mapping. You had a virtual equivalent of your body in real life. You could only move your arms yourself, of course, but you could force your body to crouch and do all this stuff, and it's a full physics engine essentially. The game itself is super fun. I'm actually replaying through it right now just because I love the gunplay and the enemies and stuff like that. I'm trying to unlock everything, so to speak. But they are releasing a new game this Thursday the 29th. Yeah, September 29th, so Thursday, 2 days from as of recording, they're going to be releasing Bone Labs. I'm very excited for this game. They are introducing modding day 1, and that is specifically talking about the in-game virtual avatar, the physical body that you'll be playing as. They have videos on it on the Node channel. I highly suggest you go watch that video. It's like 13 minutes long. It's fantastic. Super entertaining. If you've seen Node before, it's got those good old Node vibes, so to speak. Other than that, that's what my life has been up to thus far. I'm excited to continue the series for me, if that makes sense. But what I want to start doing is answering one question that I find in a comment or a tweet, whatever it may be. Because another thing, this kind of goes back to having like an obligation. When I first started to do the Doc is In series, I wanted it to be for me, where I could sit down, talk for 10 to 20 minutes about whatever I wanted to talk about, literally ramble. And after the first video, it stopped being that. It was, I want to hear what y'all have to say, I want to react to y'all, and as much as I love doing that, that's not what it started out to be, so I apologize for that. But I do want to do one question. So if you have a question, or if you see a question online that you think be funny, you can do that as well. Doesn't matter. I'm excited nonetheless, and I'll answer my own question if need be, if I don't find any. I suppose my question for the end of this episode, to kind of leave this on a note, could be good or bad, gonna keep you in suspense until I ask the question. So my question to leave y'all with is this one. Get ready. It's a good one. Why is it so hard for some people to not cheat on their wives? Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.